the good news is, honestly, they have been so blunderbuss about it that they have created, in many of these instances, terrible records for themselves that are going to be very hard for them to litigate, even in front of a friendly Supreme Court.
Now that seems expensive to me. I know that DOJ is supposed to be the Department of Government Efficiency, but it doesn't. Doing thousands upon thousands of legal cases to determine whether forest rangers should be fired doesn't seem to be a particularly efficient use of resources to me, but
it's so much worse than that, Tim. I know you're being sarcastic, but you're actually understating the matter
okay, great.
by a lot, because they're going to lose a lot of these cases. And by the time they lose them, these people will have gotten other jobs.
Yeah.
And so what they're eventually going to end up doing is having to pay back wages for a large number of people for doing no work. Because the forest ranger is going to go get a job in eco management from the right
firefighting. I think a lot of needs.
Yeah. And there's going to be, and the Justice Department lawyers are pretty expensive, by the way. They're going to all end up eventually at law firms.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have
They're
to
going to drain the swamp by moving deep state Justice Department lawyers from the government to Washington, D.C. law firms, and then they're going to pay them for not working.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to pay both the law firms that are suing the government and the lawyers individually. So that's
exactly. So you're not going to save, you can say, oh, look how much money we've saved in wages we're not going to spend. You're going to spend them, and you're going to spend the money defending the lawsuits, which, by the way, you fired some of the lawyers who were going to do. So how is the Justice Department is going to have, they're quite short staffed now in the civil defense area. So it's pretty stupid as a way of saving money. There are ways to downsize the federal government, some of which are not crazy, that are money saving. But, if you just fire people randomly, that does not save money.